Humans are social animals, and everyone knows it. We evolved in groups and are thus heavily incentivized by our evolutionary programming to seek out like-minded people. Without positive social interactions, our evolutionary programming punishes us, and we suffer a lot. Let us now have a look at the positive and negative carryover of positive social interactions. And I can spoiler a bit, it's not fun to leave out positive social interactions. But without further ado, let us get into the map of carryover of social interactions. This time I marked 3 entries on the map: partners, families and friends. Those form the foundation of our positive social interactions. And the first group of things that benefit from social interactions are the more instant gratification related things like hobby, video games, dating and nofap. Your hobbies and video game habits benefit as those are mainly a means to an end to spend more time socializing with people. Very few people spend time playing video games all on their own. Most do it to spend time with other individuals. And dating, in a sense, is also just a way of getting social interaction. And the last thing here that benefits is nofap, because you now have a habit, the social interactions, that directly combat your reasons or your causes for loneliness. So you do not need a cope like PMO anymore, since the social interactions actually cover a basic need that you now have directly fulfilled, and you do not need anything unhealthy anymore. Afterwards, beauty and fashion benefit too. Those 2 things are mainly done to impress others. We take care of our hair, we use makeup and all those things to be liked by other people. The same is true for fashion, and the same is also true for hygiene. Most people only wash themselves regularly when they expect visitors, for example. The next thing that benefits a bit is your personal financial situations. Your social relationships can act as a safety network in case of financial troubles, for example. And if your relationships with other people are good and you are likable, you will likely have more success at your job, you have an easier time asking for promotions, etc. The next thing that benefits is your mental health and as a result your physical health. And this point cannot be overstated. When you have positive social interactions, your stress levels will likely be low. When you have negative social interactions or no social interactions at all, your mental health will suffer. Our biological programming will reduce our mental health when we have few people around us, to incentivize us to seek out social interaction. And as a result, if enough mental health problems accumulate, your physical health will decline too, and nobody wants that, as it sets in motion a negative feedback loop, because other people, like spending time with happy and positive individuals and not with people that are depressed all the time. Thus, you have to be very careful not to maneuver yourself into such a situation. The next thing that benefits is lifting, nutrition. Those 2 things often form a group, as you have to eat clean and healthy and enough to be good at lifting. And social interactions can easily get you into such positive habits. When you have a friend that lifts, you likely emulate their behavior, as you can see and directly experience that it is good for him. Thus, it might also be good for you, and you try it for yourself. And the next thing is that your confidence and your status are mainly derived from the quality of social interactions with other people. A very long Harvard study over 80 years conducted that most of our personal happiness is derived from the quality of our social interactions after all. And the status is mainly a function over the success of social interactions. And now we have the job life and the university life that also benefits a lot. Teamwork is inevitable in most situations. AKA, if you are a good team player, you will have much better chances at job and university. Doing university all on your own can be a very daunting and challenging task, and it is much easier when you have other people around to help you with the task at hand. And the last thing that benefits a lot is the spiritual aspect of the map. You have a much easier time to pursue a spiritual path. And even the Buddha said that a good noble friend and a noble community are the entire spiritual life. Without such a person, it is very hard to make progress when it comes to spirituality and meditation and enlightenment. And let us now come to the negative carryover. And there is seldomly a map that looks as grim as this one. There is nothing that benefits from leaving out social interactions or positive social interactions. Everything on this map is, well, suffering to a degree. Your beauty declines, hygiene declines, fashion declines. You will spend less time dating, you suffer at job and university, spirituality is a no-go, willpower, discipline and confidence suffer, and all those things set in motion a negative feedback loop, and you truly do not want to leave out positive social interactions. Okay, but let us now come to the most important point. Our species' chances of survival were greatly reduced without a fitting group of individuals around us. Thus, evolution introduced several mechanisms that punish or reward us for bad or good behaviors that are beneficial for the survival of our species. And as a result, we suffer without peers and our mental health declines. Pretty much everything else suffers from missing positive social interactions. And all in all, we cannot profit from communities or friends or mentors without social skills and social interactions. And there is not a single benefit for the average human in leaving out positive social interactions. Thus, take good care of friends and family and your community. Otherwise, a lot of adverse results might be expected. Okay, and that is pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the YouTube channel so I know to produce more of such content. If you feel like I missed something or misrepresented something, please let me know in the comment section so that other people can benefit from your wisdom. But until then, I wish you a pleasant day and goodbye.